What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Monday. Okay, there we go. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Excuse me. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Listen. We done got to the season finale of Married to Medicine. Hey, everybody. Look at all my people lit up in green. Yes, to all my members. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, somebody said they've been waiting on this. Who that said they've been waiting on this? Tracy, what's up, boo? Tracy Wilson says she's been waiting on this. Okay, well, wait no more. Let's go. I just made this tea so it's still hot. Hold on. I don't want to burn my tongue. Hold on. I need a little something else to it. Anyway, so it is the season finale of Married to Medicine. Okay, we are still at Hilton Head for one last evening. The ladies, the theme is disco. Night of disco or something, because it's their 10-year anniversary, and the 10-year anniversary is metallic, something metallic. So she asked all the ladies to wear something metallic. So I guess when you think of metallic, you think of disco. So it's a whole disco theme. And well, actually, before we get to that, the ladies aren't hanging out. The guys are hanging out. Looks like they're having a nice little relaxing day. And the ladies asked Dr. Ask what's her name? Alicia. Is it Alicia? They asked her where she lost $150,000. And she still act like she don't know what they talking about. Her husband said that the reason why she not allowed to be in charge of the money is because she not good with money and she lost $100,000. And they're trying to figure out where the money go, honey. How did you lose the money? Even Dr. Jackie was like, girl, how did you lose $100,000? Now, I think she finally just said she spent it on the kids. Girl, what was you doing for them kids for $100,000? Like, I mean, it can't be their tuition for school, because your husband would know what that is, right? Right, that money with right, and that's what the lady said. The ladies was like, "Girl, if you put it away for a rainy day, you ain't got a lot of us. Like, we cool, we understand." And Jackie even told her, "You should always have, your own money tucked away." Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I kind of think that's where the money is too, because the fact that she couldn't even come up with a good explanation as to where that money was. And I ain't mad at her for having a secret account. Let's be clear. I ain't mad at her at all. Ain't nothing wrong with a secret account. It ain't nothing wrong with it at all. So anyway, she got her secret account, honey. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there. That's not nothing major, but I'm sure they're gonna bring that up at the reunion. They're gonna still be trying to figure out where that money is at the reunion. But anyway, the money in the Cayman Islands. Nah, she don't need to trust them ladies. You ain't lying. She don't need to tell them nothing, especially not Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Heavenly will throw it back at her face next week. All right. Now, so the night of the disco ball, it looked like it had a nice setup. All the ladies were in theme except for Toya. Everybody had on like a metallic style dress, disco style dress, except for Latoya. Latoya just had on like a black dress. Now, what I feel like probably happened, to be honest with you, I feel like Toya had a backup dress. I feel like that probably wasn't her first option, because Toya usually be on theme. And the dress did have like little sparklies in it, but it just didn't stand out as much as the rest of the ladies. So I feel like that might have been her backup dress, and maybe the first dress didn't work out. Maybe the boobs were boobing too much or something like that. But it don't matter. We get to the dinner. It's a beautiful setup. It's outdoors. They have a dance floor set up for the ladies. I'm not ladies, the couples to dance. Everybody looked really nice, except for one person. Listen. Sweetie, come down front. I need you to. Sweetie, you have boobs. And although it is nothing wrong with putting the girls on display. I know Abby fusses because she says I never put my girls on display, but I do from time to time. It's nothing wrong with putting the girls on display. Sweetie, I'm going to need you to figure out a way to put the girls on display without it looking tacky, without it looking like they going to fall out and you're going to have a nipple slip, because that dress that you had on was clearly too small for your boobs. It was too small. She does need a good bra. That's the other thing too, sweet pea. She needs a good bra. You're not wearing either these outfits are too small, or you're not wearing the right undergarments. Because here's the thing. A bra is more than just you go in, you get your size, and you pick it up. Depending on, oh, hold on, y'all. This is my mama. Hold on. Sorry about that. So, but that's Quay says Dr. Heavenly looked nice for once. I really like her jumper. I think that Dr. Heavenly, I think Dr. Heavenly has invested in a really good stylist, because I have liked most of what. Now, I didn't like that dress she wore to that little mixer a couple of weeks ago, but most of what I've seen Dr. Heavenly wear on and off camera, I have really, 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 really liked. Um, Even the stuff like she wore to BravoCon and stuff like that. So whoever she's got to style her is doing a really good job. But sweet tea, it's more than just a bra. You have got, for those types of dresses that you're wearing, because even at the gala at the end of this episode, it's the same thing. Her boobs are falling out of her dress. It's not cute. It's not cute. You can have boobage, but you got to control them. Anyway, she's one of those women that thinks wearing 3 sizes too small makes her sexy. I just think she's never. I'd be willing to bet that outside of the military, where they, she had to wear what the uniform was. I'd be willing to bet that we could probably find a picture of Sweet Tea 3 years ago and it was the same thing. I think she just has never been taught how to control them girls. But anyway, not Sweet Bitter Tea. Woo, okay. So lost my train of thought. Oh, so they get to dinner, and of course, they have to go through the whole, oh, it's been 10 years, and blah, 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 blah. So then they ask, well, how many of you guys have ever asked for a divorce? And every couple raised their hand except for Dr. Heavenly and Damon. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't believe it. But that's okay. If y'all didn't want to share that. I don't believe that Dr. Heavenly and Damon have never asked for a divorce or never said the word. Well, I shouldn't say ask for divorce, because that's not what she said. She said, has anybody ever brought up divorce or something like that? I refuse to believe none of them ever brought up divorce. Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, Tracy. Hey, LRGA. I don't believe that. But neither here nor there. Then they get to talking about divorce and how, we all, relationships are hard and we all get to that moment, but it's how we fight back and how we come back to the table, blah, blah, blah. Kima and his wife, and like I said, all of the couples except for Sweet Tea and Gregory, of course, and then Damon and Heavenly. But Jackie talked about Hilton Head and how maybe, they finally put the last demon to rest by coming to Hilton Head and facing that demon, all that kind of stuff. So it was a good moment. It was a nice little flashback moment, blah, 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 blah. Right. And Dr. Heavenly had said that. And, on one hand, I can respect it, but on the other hand, so here's the thing. I can respect Dr. Heavenly saying my marriage is not for sale. I respect that. I respect Dr. Heavenly saying I'm not going to use my marriage as a storyline. I respect that. Here's where my problem comes in with Dr. Heavenly. But she don't have any problem throwing anybody else's marriage out as a storyline. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like she uses other people's shit to deflect. And that is my problem. I respect the fact that she says, listen, my marriage ain't for sale. I'm okay with that. I respect that somebody says there's a line that I'm not going to cross. And if it costs me my job on this show, then it just costs me my job on this show. But the way she's been able to keep her job is by making everybody else's situation a storyline, therefore deflecting from her being the storyline. Okay? But neither here nor there. So then we get to a moment. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like this whole Toya situation, I feel like was produced. I hate to keep putting keep putting everything on production, but I honestly feel like this whole moment was produced. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, can we give a shout out to Dr. Simone? I don't know if Dr. Simone just been working out in the gym or if Dr. Simone had some work done. And I told you, that ain't with no shame. That's not with no shade, because I done already told y'all, if I had the money, I'm getting some work done. I'm sorry, y'all. This stand is leaning. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of leaning. Anyway, I already told y'all that if I had the money, I'm getting work done. So I ain't even shading Dr. Simone. But Dr. Simone said, you're going to see this new body, yada, yada, I got. And like I said, I don't know if she done been in the gym, but she been doing other things. But she looked good. And she had that whole crop top all, honey, showing all that body, yada, yada. I said, I know that's right, Dr. Simone. So you have Dr. Simone, Toya, and their husbands meeting up over Dr. Simone's house. And then we see Dr. Jackie, Phaedra, and Dr. Heavenly meeting over at Dr. Jackie's office. And they're talking about this Med Gala situation. I think the Med Gala is cute, okay? I think the Med Gala is a cute idea to recognize and celebrate, especially coming out of the Panorama. I think it's a great idea. And I definitely think that's something that they can build on, like not just do it one time for the purposes of filming, but to build on it. So all of the ladies agreed that they would donate $1,000 to the party. Now, what we find out is that Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly put in way more than $1,000. They actually picked up the brunt of the cost. Between the two of them, they paid a lot of the cost. So they actually paid more. Well, then Toya is donating wine from her wine collection, and Phaedra was donating champagne. Toya felt like because she's donating $1,400 worth of wine, that she shouldn't have to pay the $1,000 buy-in, I guess, for what they agreed to. Now, and Simone, being her friend, basically tried to be nice about it and say, look, girl, no, you still need to pay. And Toya made it a friendship thing. Well, you need to have my back. If you were my friend, you'd have my back. Toya, I refuse to believe that Toya don't understand the difference. I refuse to believe. First of all, Toya, number one, all of y'all can write off the damn donation on your taxes. That's number one. Whatever Dr. Jackie spent, Simone spent, you spent, whatever y'all spent on this damn Med Gala situation, you can donate it. I mean, you can write it off on your taxes. That's number one. So ain't nobody really coming up out of nothing. Number two, you said you donating $1,500 worth of wine from your partnership with Kendall Jackson. Y'all know good and damn well Toya ain't paid for that wine. Toya, you know good and daggone well you did not pay for that wine. And even if you did, you didn't pay full price. You didn't pay $1,500 for it. You didn't pay the price, the sticker price on it. Even if you did donate it, and even if you did, that's not how this shit works. If y'all agreed to $1,000 buy-in, it didn't say $1,000 buy-in or $1,000 donation of something that we need. And like Dr. Simone said, everybody don't drink wine. So we still have to pay for a bar for this event. It's not like your wine was everything that we had to buy for the bar, because it sounds like whatever event space they had, it sounds like whatever bartender they had to pay for the liquor, which, I mean, I've hired a bartender before. You pay for your liquor. And at the end of the night, he gives you what, he or she, what the way I did it. They gave me what I didn't use. I mean, it was mine, or they were like, one time they were like, here's what's left. They gave it to me. Another time they were like, well, here's what's left. If you let us keep it, we'll take this XYZ off of what you owe us. And we worked it out like that. But either way, that's part of what you're paying for when you hire a outside bartender. So Phaedra's donating the champagne, you're donating the wine. They still got to pay for, even if they're only doing a champagne and wine bar, they still got to pay for ice. They still have to pay for soda. They still have to pay for cups. Like, there's still expenses that are involved. You donating the wine doesn't cover everything, Toya. And I refuse to believe that Toya don't understand that. Maybe she don't. Maybe Toya is really, truly that fucking self-centered and ridiculous. But I was sitting here like, this gotta be production, because this don't even make no sense. And Dr. Heavenly was like, well, she got the money. She just bought a $17,000 purse. I don't care how much she just bought a purse for. We know she got the money. Toya spits out $1,000. Like, $1,000 ain't shit to none of those ladies. None of those ladies. Maybe Sweet Tea. But even Sweet Tea says she makes 6 figures. So if you make 6 figures living in Georgia and you got a husband, $1,000 shouldn't be a lot to you either. You should be able to come up with $1,000. When Toya said they ran out of glasses, Jackie said, then wash them. I hollered, okay. You can't get a refund from a charity, but you can return a purse. Right. I mean, it's like, I'm just sitting here like, it really don't make sense to me. And then Eugene sitting there defending it. And again, I know that's your wife. I get it. But behind closed doors, you should have been like, Toya, we're going to go ahead and write them people a damn check. It's not that serious. Because again, Toya, Eugene, you have every right to just go on and call Jackie up and say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to sell you that in the morning. Okay. Is that cool? Like, it wasn't even that serious for it to go that way. So we get ready for the gala. Everybody getting dressed, yada, 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 boo, boo, boo. We get to the gala. Let me tell y'all something. I keep trying to tell y'all, don't sleep on Dr. Damon. So they're doing their introductions and they're speaking. And we saw Dr. Jackie and we saw Dr. Heavenly speak. Now, Heavenly, it was disrespectful that you did not refer to Dr. Simone as Dr. Simone. That was disrespectful. Now, I thought it was funny that Toya knew Quad was coming, but when Quad showed up, Dr. Jackie was in her confessional talking about who invited Quad. Girl, you knew Quad was coming. You knew Quad was coming, because if Toya knew Quad was coming, you knew Quad was coming. So the party looked nice, okay? Dr. Heavenly called out and let everybody know that Toya didn't help pay for nothing. Baby, they done got so petty that they told Toya she had to take her sign down for her wine. Baby, I cracked up. When they told me to take Toya's sign down because she didn't pay, bitch. I said, now that's the pettiest of the petty of the petty. I was here for it though. I thought it was hilarious, but I said, now that is the pettiest of the petty of the petty. Baby. Did y'all see how Dr. Heavenly ain't know how to wear that dress? She had a train and she didn't know that you're supposed to lift it up and there's a little loop for you to carry it, hold it in your finger so you don't trip over your train. I said, Dr. Heavenly, you act like you ain't never been nowhere either, child. I said, y'all, I need y'all to stop. I need y'all to stop acting like y'all ain't never been nowhere before. Anyway, so Dr. Jackie calls out. Dr. Heavenly calls out that Toya did not pay for nothing. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous on both of their parts. I thought it was ridiculous for Dr. Heavenly to say it. I thought that was rude for Dr. Heavenly to say it. But I also thought it was rude for Toya to be loud about how she responded. Now, I keep telling y'all don't sleep on Dr. Damon. Did y'all see when Dr. Eugene grabbed Damon's arm and Damon was like, don't do that. Don't do that. And Eugene was like, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. He was like, don't do that. I said, y'all keep sleeping on Dr. Damon. I keep telling y'all, Dr. Damon is one of those people, he stay calm because I feel like when his anger boils, I feel like he blow. I feel like when Damon get mad, Damon gets mad. So he really be trying to keep his temper at a low boil. I honestly feel that way. Because, baby, when Eugene grabbed his arm, baby, he told him don't do that. So Eugene tried to talk to Damon and talking about his wife. Damon, just like you not gonna go against your wife, he ain't going against his. What did you expect Damon to say or do in that moment? What was Dr. Damon supposed to do or say? I'm sure that he didn't agree with Heavenly doing that. I'm sure he didn't agree with Heavenly doing that. But at the end of the day, she did it. Now, I think she was wrong for it, but I also think Toya was wrong for how she acted. Again, I could see if she was asking these people for a lot of money. Child, $1,000 really ain't ish. It's just not. $1,000 ain't shit. It really isn't. Phaedra showed up. She was late, but she was there. Quad showed up. She was late, but she was there. Again, I'm gonna be really honest. I know Quad really be acting like she never gonna let him see her sweat. Quad, you let him see you sweat. The way you went over, and not only did you speak to Sweet Tea, but then you asked to speak to Dr. Gregory, and then you hugged Dr. Gregory, and then you said 3, 4, 10 times, I'm so happy for you guys. 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 It was so clear that that was your play for your job. It was so obvious that that was your play for your job. It was so awkward. I do not. I don't think so. Alexis Thomas says, I think Quad was Dr. G back. I don't. I don't think there's any part of Quad's body that wants Dr. G back. I don't. But I do think that Quad wants her job back. And I think that Quad felt like I have to make nice because I think that Quad still doesn't understand that the issue isn't about Dr. G and her getting along with Dr. G. The issue is with the ladies. And just like Dr. Simone said, you have not, like, you never picked up the phone. Like, this is the first time any of us have talked to you or seen you since Napa. And I'm not saying that Quad should or shouldn't have. That ain't what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it tells me that Quad still doesn't understand what the issue is. Because if you think the issue is you getting along with Sweet Tea or Dr. G, that ain't the issue. Right, Dr. Damon will. I believe he does. I absolutely believe that Dr. Damon checks heavily behind. And you saw last season when Damon lost his cool, baby. You saw Dr. Heavenly. You saw Dr. Heavenly had a whole different affect. She know the deal. She know the difference between when Damon is just. She know the deal. But these ladies don't extend the branch either. Why would they extend the branch to Quad? I don't think he has to, though. That's Dougie Doug. I don't think he has to say much because, again, I think Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon have been married so long and they have that connection. I don't think a lot has to be said, honestly. So this is what I'm saying. I'm not rehashing anything when it comes to Quad and the ladies. I said it all in the first 4 episodes of the season. I'm not rehashing none of that. Maybe at the reunion I might rehash it again. What I'm saying though now is at this point, if Quad wants her job back, it's on Quad. It ain't on them. It's on Quad. And at this point, it's production. They said they've reached out to Quad and she won't respond until it's time to film. Well, and again, I believe that. I believe because Dr. Heavenly has said it. I believe that they've reached out to Quad and Quad, like Quad admitted that. Quad admitted that she didn't talk to them. Quad admitted that. And so that's my whole point. That's my point though. My point is, Quad, your issue isn't with you getting along with Dr. G or Sweet Tea. Your issue is bigger than that. But the way she acted made me feel like she thought that's what the issue was. Even if production told her you need to go over there and speak to Gregory and speak to Sweet Tea, that's fine. Production may very well have orchestrated that moment, which that's what we were building up to all season. So I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is the fact that she thought that was what it was. And it's bigger than that. And I'm not arguing whether Quad is right or the ladies are wrong or what. I ain't arguing that. What I'm saying is this is where we are now. We can sit here and go all day. We can go back and forth all day about what Quad did to the ladies and what the ladies did to Quad and all that. That's not the issue. The issue is if Quad wants her job back, she's the one on the outside looking in, trying to get back in. They're already inside. You know what I'm saying? So again, the ladies have said that. They said that Quad doesn't talk to them, doesn't socialize with them outside of filming. And here's the reality. They don't have to be your friend. Here's the issue. I don't agree that they have to hang out when the cameras aren't rolling. But what I do agree with is that when the cameras are rolling, there has to be a level of respect and there has to be a level of camaraderie that the ladies are saying is not there with Quad. I ain't arguing whether it is or isn't. I ain't saying whether it is or isn't. I'm telling you that's what the ladies are saying is that it's not there. So Quad, you have to, what's up, Star? Quad, you got to understand that that's who you need to make amends with. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Mamiana, like I said, I'm not arguing. I mean, you might be talking to the people in the chat. My thing is, we're not there anymore. Like, all of that's great, but that's not where we are. We have passed all of that. We're past all that. As far as who's right and who's wrong, that's not even the point anymore. The point is, if she wants her job back, she has to make things right with the people that can help her get her job back. I mean, it just is what it is. Quad holding on to that, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Again, I'm not saying, again, I'm fine with Quad saying, listen, these women ain't my friends. This is a job. But when it's time to show up, then it's time to show up. And some of the complaints that people have made about Quad, like even at the finale, like Dr. Heavenly said, they invited her to the finale and she was still late. Now, not only was she late, but it looked like she left early. Did you not see her after she spoke to Dr. Gregory and Sweet Tea? She told Dr. Simone, well, I have another event to get to. So she wasn't there that long. I don't know how long she was there for, because of course with editing, we don't know how long she was there, but we know she got there late. And we know she left early. Funky told her to go after Heavenly and Jackie as allies at the reunion. Heavenly wants to be her friend. I don't know about Jackie, but Heavenly wants to be Quad's friend. So yes, getting Heavenly on her team is a good thing, because she wants to be her friend. Heavenly likes Quad. No, Quad would not. No, I don't think Quad would do well on Bold and Bougie. No, they already got one crazy lady on there. They don't need to. Does she really? Really what? Quad is in the same boat that Mariah was in at the end of the day. Yeah. And again, Quad may not want the job, but the fact that she came to the reunion tells me that I think she's interested. I mean, you know, and that finale, it tells me that she's interested. You know, but I just don't know. Listen, again, I ain't about to sit here. I have my feelings about Quad and about about the rest of the cast. I told you guys that I didn't like the way they did what they did to Quad. I do not like the way it happened. I absolutely do believe that they were trying to ice Quad out, and I don't like it. I think they were trying to force Quad to quit. But I also feel like Quad made it easy for him. Quad gave them stuff for them to be, you know what I mean? She made it easy for him. So I don't know. I have to figure this thing out. It's leaning. I don't like that. Looks like it's falling off the side. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Anyway, that was pretty much the episode, child. Next week is the reunion, and we'll see what ends up happening, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of yelling, a lot of people cussing. We saw the trailer, so we'll see what ends up happening. But the episode was all right. I mean, the biggest thing was the whole Toya Heavenly thing. Quad, I think that was anticlimactic, because Dr. Gregory was so difficult. I mean, he was like he couldn't, like he was scared to say anything. Right, Toya's friends with Anila again. Right. Simone's dress is going to traumatize me, but I'll quote, Lord, let me get out of here. All right, you guys, don't forget tonight at 8:15-ish, we'll be over at Yod's place for the Whether You Like It or Not panel to talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm sure we're going to get into all the lies that were told. Okay? I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Peace.